When we're a beginner golfer, we want to get excited about what we're doing. Like, how far do you hit it? That's a really important thing to understand. So I'd be looking at your carry number. And I like to get golfers, as they initially start, to be really exploratory and look at what they're doing. I might start to look at potentially, okay, what's my speed? So when we learn something new, generally we start a little bit slower. As we get competency, we can add speed. So start to see what happens to your dispersion when you start swinging harder. The other one would be just to understand your club path is, where's the club traveling? Like, am I swinging more in to out or out to in? If you're looking at somebody who wants to, who's progressing a little bit more, I maybe start to look at, okay, obviously my path is important, but then what's the launch direction? Where is my ball launching? So relative to the path, that infers us a pretty good idea of what the club face is doing. I would potentially be starting to look at also, very much what's your ball speed. We've got club speed could be high, but ball speed could be low. That means it's not very efficient. So then what's kind of your smash? If you're someone who wants to work on your driving, you need to know what the smash is so that you can decide if I'm maximizing what I'm getting out of the club. The other part on that, I think that the camera vision is very helpful. Start to show you where do you hit it in the club face. I think that impact location becomes important. You can infer that from the camera. And then maybe, if you're starting to think about, what do I actually want this ball to do when it's landing? The ball going high, is it going low? What's your ability to try and control what that ball does? I think that gets important. You get to the sort of really competitive player, I think that's when you can start to dial in some real specifics that to me are really, really useful. So I'd be then looking at, what's the descent angle I've got with a shot? Obviously I want to look at my launch angle. So if we get short clubs like a wedge, we want low launch that produces high spin. So you'll start tracking your spin. You start looking at launch angle and spin rate. That's going to tell you what you're doing. And then the land angle, like how's that ball coming down? Keep it relatively simple. And then as you get competency, you want to create a little bit more specifics in what you're doing, and then have a better understanding of what's needed and what are the ingredients, I like to call them, for a specific shot. And remember, you've got 14 clubs in this bag. You need to know for certain shots, this is what I do to be able to produce it. And then you've got the data to validate, I can consistently hit a low draw when I need to. Can I hit a high fade when I need to, with various clubs to various targets. And that's ultimately how you get the most out of your Rapsodo.